One thing I was actually curious about, like on the spirit juice side, do you find that there's a big market for that in terms of like other production companies also working in that space, or is it like other companies just do a little bit of that here and there? Or are you like the only one that has like a very targeted portfolio for like how is that market like?
I feel like in the Catholic side, we might be the largest in the sense of like the size of our company because we're about like 25, 30 employees
Yeah.
that focus purely on the Catholic stuff. There's probably maybe like four or five other groups, a little bit smaller. There's a handful of sort of like two, 3 person sort of like small companies that target that. There's not that, despite there being like what like 50 million Catholics, there's not that much Catholic work out there. I think Catholics think of things. I don't think they see the value in video as much as I think like maybe us do, like or like the rest of the world. I think books are still sort of like top tier, like it's the highest quality, the highest like tier of media in like Catholic side of things is books still. I feel like when you take a layer back and go more just like the Protestants, which would be like just non-Catholic, so anyone else that just like Christian, I think there's a lot of competition there. I think there's a lot of groups that sort of like do that and sort of at a really high caliber. I think the highest caliber you're probably seeing is sort of like Angel Studios, which does like the Chosen series and stuff. I guess that's a little bit different because they do more stuff for like distribution in that capacity as opposed to like work for hire. But yeah, it's a challenge. I would say that the hardest part, like the interesting thing is like we'll do like a video that's say like a 4 minute profile video. You interview someone, you're spending 2 days, you're interviewing, you get some B-roll, and whatever. That project in a faith-based side would probably, maybe runs around 20,000 or something, give or take, if you're traveling. And the same thing, like on the commercial side, is like easily like 70 or 80,000 with like some of these like larger brands, and they're just like, I mean, that's not all of them, right? But like it's just funny seeing like how some of them like they're like, oh, it's just a low budget thing, we only got like 70 or 80,000. You're like, on the faith based side, that's like high budget,